when you're a teenager in high school. Your sophomore year, you actually failed to make the varsity team in basketball. And is it true that around that time you were always the last person picked in the scrimmage?
One day I was 5'10" backup point guard, and the next year I was a 6'5" power forward. So I kind of came out of nowhere. So yeah, I didn't get to play a lot when I was younger.
Right, and it was I think around Christmas of your senior season that all of a sudden everybody started to take notice. But why all of a sudden in high school did you start pretty much practicing by yourself for several hours daily?
Well, two reasons. Number one, I had started doing some bad stuff. I started stealing some things. And I had started to hang with the wrong crowd. We would go to the local stores and start stealing candies and pens.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, well, actually what happened in truth, we almost got caught by the cops one time. We didn't get caught stealing the pens and the candy, but we figured out across town, every Sunday night, they would bring in the shipment of cakes for the week. So we went there every Sunday for a month or so. And one night, the cops came out of nowhere. And we ran back into the woods, and I could hear the cops saying freeze, and we were crawling on the ground. I probably crawled 100 yards on my knees in the woods.
Really?
And it scared the hell out of me, to be honest with you. And I remember being terrified with the cops bearing down on me. And I made up my mind that next day, I need to get myself together.
That was it?
That was it.
You didn't want that lifestyle?
No, I didn't want that lifestyle. So I just started playing basketball. I wasn't any good. At this point, I'm still 5'10". But it kept me out of trouble. I didn't get to play a lot, but it kept me out of trouble. And then, like I say, the one thing that helped me the most as a player is playing point guard all those years helped me when I got big. Because a big guy who can dribble, you look at a guy like Dirk Nowitzki today and Kevin Durant, see, big guys don't want to move their feet. So when I became a power forward and I could dribble, that was the best asset of my game when I was a backup point guard. So playing by myself all those times really helped me when my talent grew.
And I think you ended up having a 37.5-inch vertical leap, which is extraordinary, especially for a guy that
I worked a lot. I worked a lot on my leg strength. But no, you said something earlier about Christmas. What happened in Christmas, we had a really good team, but we played against the best big man in the country. His name was Bobby Lee Hurt. Every college in the country wanted him. They were ranked number 1 4A, and we were ranked number 1 3A. And I think I had 30 and 20 against him. And that was actually the first time major colleges came after me because, number one, I told you, nobody knew about me because it happened so fast. So it wasn't a lot of people looking for a 6'5" center or a 6'4", 6'5" power forward. But Bobby Lee was 6'10". He was the best big man in the country. And up until that game, I hadn't got any letters from major college. They were from small colleges and junior colleges.
And you knew that you had the talent, you just didn't have the opportunity to get that sort of attention.
No, I think they didn't think I could play against big people.
Yeah.
They're like, you can play a center. Because that was the thing. And that helped me in the NBA also, playing center, always playing against bigger people in college. Because I always joke with people. They did a thing one year about the Auburn's men and women's team. We were the only college in the country where the starting center on the women's team was taller than the starting center on the men's team. I forget this young lady's name, but she was like 6'7". Yeah. But I was the oldest. We were the only school in the country where the women's center was taller than the men's center.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You used to, when you were growing up, you had this 3.5-foot chain link fence.
No, brick fence.
Brick fence.
Yes.
Okay.
And the key to me, my leg strength, I want to get my legs as strong as possible. And you don't have any place to work out during the summer. And I used to just jump on that fence for hours every day, jump over it, just over it and over it and over it. And it built my leg strength up tremendously. Because I always tell people, it's not about how strong you are. You don't post up with your arms. No, it's really just your base. That's the key to having a great post-up position, your base. And jumping over that fence hours a day, I mean, I did that every summer for hours.
With the specific intent of helping you with basketball?
Yes, oh yeah, oh yeah.
For more clips from this interview, visit GrahamBensinger.com.